What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. We are simulcasting Facebook and YouTube, so take this time to say hello to your fellow Willie D Live subscriber. You dig? Family, let's see who in the comments right quick before I go in on this. Let's see who in the comments. What's up, OG man? Connie Harge. What's up, Connie? PYT. Humble Guy J. What's up, Keita? Lisa's Real Spill. B-Mo in the building. Whitney Harris. Walter Moore. What it do? Dee Dee, I see you. Mary Sanchez. On My Purpose. X-Men 1991. H-Town in the building. What it do? What it do? Chevy Addict. Greensboro, Alabama. Get it straight. Okay, fam. Going in. Lavender. Going in. Mike Epps done set it off, y'all. Mike Epps done set it off. Mike Epps went on the Breakfast Club and declared that he is actually glad food stamps and SNAP benefits, EBT, however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. He's glad that it got cut off. Yeah. Mike went on the Breakfast Club on, when was it? Thursday. And he sat down with, the crew, and he was like, hey, man, I'm glad it got cut. But he said that Black people don't need to worry about that because Black people been getting our stuff cut off. We've been getting our doors kicked in and stuff, and this is not for us. He said, additionally, he explained that people shouldn't take a cut off on food stamps personal. Don't take a cut off of food stamps personally. He said, I'm actually glad they're cutting some of these ends off food stamps because some of us need to not be on food stamps. He continued saying that because it's a trickle-down effect. You get the food stamps, then you go buy the food that gives you cancer. Then you eat the food and gives you cancer. Then you're sad, you walk around here upset, your diet is effed up. I'm going to tell you some honest to God truth. Your diet and sent a lot of ends to prison. That's absolutely true. That part right there, where the diets have sent a lot of people to prison because, what you put in your food affects your mood. Ooh, that's kind of dope. What you put in your food. What's in your food, there you go. What's in your food affects your mood. Your food affects your mood. There you go. I'm going to get it down. I'm going to have to start a little movement or something like that. Your food affects your mood. The food absolutely does cause cancer and other debilitating illnesses. But, Mike is my boy. That's my dog. That's my dog for real in real life. But I'm going to challenge him on the part about poor people eating bad. Buying bad food is not tied to being poor. Let me say that, y'all. Buying bad food is not tied to being poor. People at every income level make quick, convenient, or emotional food choices. Some people grab what's familiar. Some are busy and they don't have time to cook. Some people buy food for comfort. Some just like the taste of the food that isn't great for them. You got plenty of people who got plenty of money that stop at fast food restaurants every day on the way home, leaving home to buy food, processed snacks, sugary drinks. Uh, and they have better options. That even though that there's better options available and they can afford those options, they choose not. And so the food habits become a part of culture. They come from culture, they come from routine, uh, stress, marketing, personal preference, not just income. So that's important to say that because even though somebody, there is a soft link there, oftentimes because we talk about food deserts and stuff like that in low income neighborhoods. But the thing about it is that uh, that the good stuff, they charge us a premium. They charge everybody a premium for the good stuff, right? They're going to charge you more for the good stuff. And if a person is poor, they're going to buy, the cheapest stuff that they can afford. And that's even if they got a 9 to 5, because everybody that's poor is not on welfare. There's a whole lot of people that get up and bust their ass on a daily basis that are struggling to make ends meet, right? So you can't really just stroke that with a broad brush because you're gonna make some mistakes, right? But to his point, I understand exactly what his overall point is. And to his overall point, I would say he's absolutely right. And I'm gonna give you some proof. I got receipts. So I grew up on welfare. My mama was a single mother of 5. She got up every day and went to work. But the government subsidized her income because, she just couldn't make enough money on her job to pay all the bills and feed us. So they subsidized her income with welfare benefits. And so I'm familiar with that. So I'm not talking from a position of being on a high horse. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. So my mama got up and went to work every morning. She went and did what she had to do every day, 5 days a week. She worked for Houston Independent School District. And I don't even recall her ever even missing a day at work. She got up and she went to go work. She went to work. And so did her sister who drove buses for HISD, my Aunt Vaughn, RIP. She got up every day, 5 days a week, and went to work. And she also received welfare benefits, but it was not to try to break the system, to hustle the system. It was to subsidize her income because she, similar to my mom, had 4 kids and was raising those kids by herself. So she needed some type of subsidization. And, without that, we may have been a lot more hungry on certain days, right? So those are situations like that. But then you have people who are elderly, who can't work anymore. They need help. They need help. These are people, many of them, I'm just going to give them the benefit of doubt that they put their time in, they put the effort in, they paid into the system. And now they're old, they're elderly, and they can't really do for self, and they need that assistance. That's what that should be for. And then you got people who get on welfare and don't know how to get off, not understanding that welfare, the overall goal, the long goal for welfare should be temporary assistance, not permanent assistance. I'm talking about for those who are able-bodied. Able-bodied Americans should not be on welfare permanently. That should be a temporary thing, right? You're going through something, and it should be available to you. You're going because you pay into the system too. So if you're going through something, you lost your job, you need a quick fix, you need something to hold you over, you should be able to go to uh, your government, who you pay your damn taxes to, and get some type of financial relief until you can get on your feet. But it should be for a certain amount of time. And if that time comes and expires, then maybe you start back at square one, where you have to try to reapply, but not just having some perpetual uh, payments coming to you where you can just sit back and say, okay, this is my money right here. I got over here. I got this coming, but I'm over here working over here, and I'm getting up and I'm going to get this over here. Or you just chilling at the house, just getting those checks like that. That ain't cool. And I think that's what Mike is talking about more than anything, is the people who sit on their ass and just wait on the handout. Some people, they so used to begging that their hand look like a cup. Their hand is shaped like a cup. So used to begging. But to the point that I wanted to make initially about the receipts, when I think it was Bill Clinton, who drastically reduced welfare benefits. I think it was Clinton. This was over 20 years ago. I remember many members in my family being on welfare. When he cut those benefits and he said, you're going to have to get back to work, y'all going to have to find a job, every last one of them went to work. They went and found employment. But before that, they just sat back and got paid off the government. And the checks, the trip part about it is the checks ain't even that much money. It ain't even that much money. That ain't even enough money. But what it is enough money to make you not want to do more. And it is enough money to make sure that you don't do more, right? They give you enough to make you don't want to do anything else. So now they know they got you. They know you ain't finna aspire to do nothing great. You ain't finna aspire to home ownership. You're not finna aspire to get a business or nothing like that, because if you do that, then you can't get that easy check, which ain't nothing but crumbs in the first place. They give you just enough to make you come back, to keep you tied down, to make you come back, and also make you dependent. If you're dependent on them and they're the one stroking you a check, then you're going to do whatever the government say do to maintain that check. So that government tell you to keep that man out of that house, even though he's the father of your children. That's what you're going to do, because you like that check more than you like anything. You love that check more than you love that man, and oftentimes those children. So, yeah. I'll tell you another story. So growing up, my godfather was a Baptist minister. This is the guy that I worked for starting at 10 years old. He was a landscaper. And he taught me, he more than anybody taught me the value of work, having a good work ethic, right? He taught me that. He took care of the whole neighborhood. He wasn't a rich man, but because he worked 6 days a week, landscaping, he made a lot of money. I always thought about possibly someday owning a landscaping business because it's a lot of money in it. But he made a lot of money landscaping. And so everybody in my family, if any time that they was down, they needed to borrow $50, $100, $20, $5, they go straight to him. People in the neighborhood, if they was hungry, he'd open the door and he'd feed them. He was what you would call a real true pillar of the community. So he died. When he died, I was like, so what we gonna do now? Like, where is everybody gonna go now? Now that he's dead, where we gonna go? What we gonna do? Guess what happened? We figured it out. Everybody figured it out because the first law of nature is self-preservation. People will find a way. If there's a way, people will find it. You can't imagine how resourceful you are until you got your back up against the wall and you have no choice. So that's for all of these people out here that's hustling the system that really don't need federal assistance. There's a way. Once their back is up against the wall, they're going to get out there and go get it. And if they decide to take the shortcut and go commit a crime, then their ass is going to jail. If they decide, okay, I'm just going to have to get up and go to work like everybody else, that's what they're going to do. When your back is up against the wall, you do what you have to do. You figure out a way to survive. If somebody's hungry, they're going to eat. I don't know anybody personally who's ever been hungry and just said, and they didn't have the money, they didn't have any money, they just decided, I'm hungry and I'm just going to sit here and die. I'm just going to sit here and just stay hungry. They're going to get up and get out there and go get something. That's what they're going to do. So I absolutely agree with Mike. I absolutely agree with his views on this. Welfare has not been kind to Black people. SNAP has not been kind to Black people. I'm talking about overall in general. It's just have not been a good thing. And because it does cripple people. It does cripple people. I think that even with all of these Black professionals being laid off because of Trump cutting these DEIs and just going, it ain't even all just DEI. It's him just going in on Black professionals, period. Wherever he can cut somebody Black off, he cutting them off left and right, like no matter what position they're in. And if you Black and you working in corporate America, in his eyes, you DEI. You a DEI hire. You ain't got the talent. You ain't worked. And the trip part about it is that I know he knows he can't be that stupid to think that every single Black person that has a high paying position or a high role is incompetent, or unskilled, not worthy of the position. I know he can't possibly think that, but that's like one of the excuses that they use in order to undercut you. Just like they use the excuse, oh, he stopped resisting. Oh, I fear for my life. I fear for my life. I fear for my life. That's just to give themselves so that they can get a pass for killing you, for doing you wrong, for doing you dirty. See? So this whole DEI thing is really nothing but a ruse. It's an excuse for them to do what they've been wanting to do anyway. And that is fire every single Black person they can lay their eyes on. The hate is real. Sitting around watching Black people in these positions of power, that hate is real. And If Trump could figure out a way to get rid of every politician that's black, especially the ones that oppose him, he'd do it in a heartbeat. So yeah, so I'm with Mike on this. I'm absolutely with Mike on this one. But what say you? Going into the comments. What's up, Mike? Dan, China Carter. What's up? Talia. That's right. Billionaires. These billionaires are the biggest welfare queens. That's right. Because while they are standing up, looking down on poor people who ain't making no decisions and crying about them, getting free welfare, getting free benefits of $500 or $1,500 a month or $1,000 a month or whatever that number is. They're over there getting benefits in the hundreds of millions in tax cuts. You think that ain't a form of welfare? Tax cuts is a form of welfare. It's the government subsidizing. It's the government looking out for you. It's the government way of saying, because you got it, I'm going to make sure you keep it and you don't pay as much. I find it interesting that at the same time they cut SNAP benefits, old buddy over there at the White House building a ballroom so they can just kick it. He's building a $250 million ballroom to just kick it. Ask yourself, this is supposed to be the government that's supposed to be saving so much money and cutting into that $37 trillion budget. I mean, not budget, but deficit. $37 trillion deficit. And he adding on to it by spending $257 million on a damn ballroom. $250 million on a ballroom. Glass look dirty, but it's not. It's got like scratches on it. Missy, what's up? Young Theo, what it do? What it do? Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, Biggie, give me one more chance. Yeah, I'm gonna share with y'all my. If you live in the Houston area, if you're from Houston or whatever, if you're interested in Houston politics, I started a new Facebook group, and uh, I want you to join this group. Go ahead and join this group right now. I'm about to put the link in the description. Let's see. Since over here we talking about everything from politics to social issues, arts, music, all of this stuff, right? See if I can make it a little bigger. But that's the Facebook group I just started. So if you're from Houston, if you're interested in Houston politics and what's going on around Houston, crime, arts, music, culture, join the group. Come to Death Row, join the group. Houston Speaks with Willie D. Yeah. Don't give your kids Doritos, give them this instead. Y'all see that? We talking about healthy foods right here. That's Deshae Simmons dropped that post. So this is where y'all can come in. Y'all know how the group operates. You come on and post stuff that means something. No self promoting, but trying to give more than what we take from on this page. See what I'm saying? Sharing real news, real information. I never seen a kid eat vegetables, enjoy vegetables so much as this little girl right here. I seen her on a number of posts, and she just be tearing those vegetables up. Yeah, these are some of the new members in the group. Uh-huh. Okay, I didn't see this one. So this is from Brad's. Brad had an event yesterday for his birthday, and that's me doing the video. Shout out. I don't know what this is, but it looked like that's got to come down. That looked like self promotion to me. What is that, Maya? Oh, Mari. Oh, what's up? What's up, Mari? Okay. If you're from Houston, you know about Dillard's. Dillard's is shutting down. I don't like that because that's one of the few places I could go to and get some real man jeans. That's Jay showing everybody his new piece of land that he bought himself for his birthday. All right, yeah. So let's get back to Mike. Let's get back to Mike. So yeah, so Mike Epps is now being targeted by some people who just don't like the fact that he called out the people who are hustling the system. He called out the people who don't really need to be on welfare, but they have decided that they'd rather receive welfare than get out there and go get it. But there are some people who are getting out there to go get it, and they don't need welfare, but they'll take it. I got no problem with people that's out there that get up and go get it every day. You get up there and go get it every day, and you're still falling short, and you're just trying to take care of the essentials. I get it. That should be some relief for you. You paying into the system, hell, you should be able to get some relief. And I'm gonna say this too, and this might be a little unpopular for some of y'all, but I'll take my chances. American first. Americans first. All these people that's here illegal, that's the risk they take, coming over here and starving. Yeah, I said it. Americans first. America's supposed to have, if you born in America, in no other country can you do that. No other country will allow people to come to their country. First and foremost, even if they were legal, they would not allow anybody to come to their country and take care of those people before they take care of themselves. And they also would not allow anybody to come over there and drain their system where they can't take care of their people first. So yeah, I'm Americans first. Americans first. That's what it is, fam. That's my time. I appreciate y'all joining live. I got more videos coming your way today. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're in the world. When I say I got some more videos, I ain't just got videos. I got some really, some good stuff coming. Let's put it like that. All right, Zaya. Okay, Crystal. Okay, 831 Off-Road. What up?